So Steven, how much you sell on Amazon in August?
I did $700,000 in August.
Which is absolutely bonkers. You said right around 550 trailing 30 days right now. It's also crazy, man. So literally 2 years ago, we were talking about probably about this week, you joined the coaching firm.
Yeah.
Right? So obviously insanity, obviously, since this is like the best, student video I've ever had, pretty much basically. So, but good to have you here at the Crib and Mike.
Good to be back.
We specifically right here. So, very good, man. But do you kind of want to basically fill everyone on, just your story, your origin stories in Amazon seller? What made you want to get into this stuff?
Yeah, absolutely. So I used to be an eBay seller back in the day. I did that for about 10 years. And I was moving to Florida with a girl I was dating at the time. And I had to figure out how to keep reselling, but I couldn't move all my inventory from eBay down to Florida.
Because you had to hold it yourself. Exactly. Because there's no app. Yeah, okay.
So I stumbled upon Amazon, and I was like, holy crap, this has so much potential. Started flipping books, graduated to retail arbitrage, went up to OA, and then OA has just been a straight line up for the most part, and just scaling it.
Yeah, and so you're very similar to me, where you had a reselling experience, because you're 23.
Yeah.
Right. And so I just turned 26, but we've been reselling stuff for a while. I think so many people like that, where they had a natural proclivity to like flipping stuff and selling stuff, for example. eBay, used books, sneakers was another big one, where you had done it for a while, but you basically found Amazon as like the right vehicle to like really take it seriously.
Yeah, absolutely. Like I saw the scalability in Amazon. Like eBay, you can definitely scale, but like I can just send it to Amazon, and like that is literally a quarter or half the job is like the back end fulfillment. And by having Amazon do all that, it made it free for me to source more and find more products. Yeah.
And there we go, basically, right? And so we met so you were in college, basically. And so since you've obviously built a good Amazon business, you don't have to do college anymore.
Yeah.
As well, and you've done some traveling too. So like break down how that's been able to do, because you're a regular in Miami every 6 months or so. Could we come and hang out a little bit and everything? But break down just kind of like the freedom selling Amazon's given you and what you've been able to do. You were just in Seattle for a conference as well too.
I mean, I'm always on the move, like never really landlocked anywhere. Like I was spent 2.5 months in Asia. Was doing like 200,000 a month in revenue then, just scaled it back a bit just so I was having fun traveling.
It was the slower time of the year too. It was January and February and March, for example. And now we're in the easier time of the year. You obviously had the massive like 700K back to school specifically. Right, so big profit numbers on that as well too. Now, what you've been able to do, you took like kind of the massive extreme is that you let the business give you a ton of freedom, and now you've really buckled down. You actually got a warehouse in Delaware, sales tax free, and started a prep center as well. So tell us about kind of using the Amazon business to build other stuff on top of the Amazon business as well.
Yeah, so I was just working with a 3PL, and I just wanted to bring it in-house because we're doing so much volume, dropped the cost for prep, and brought it in-house. And so I moved to Delaware, opened a 3PL called BigCat Distribution.
I will pop up the IG on the screen right now. I'll follow the boys right there too. But it's cool how you've used sell on Amazon in different ways, and that some people, when they want to get started with this stuff, it's because they hate their job, or they just like reselling stuff, for example, and maybe they want more freedom, for example, or whatever. But if you're willing to put in a ton of work, you can use the Amazon business to create what you want, which 9 months ago was traveling, which right now is major wealth generation and going, as hard as you can specifically right there too. And then also using that to build the prep center business as well too, because you were paying a prep center a ton. You had done a great job of establishing yourself in the Amazon community at StephenDoesBusiness on Instagram and Twitter. Yeah. Right there. So y'all make sure you go follow the boy. There too. So just in general, right? Because now you've been in the game a couple of years, since it was like literally like 2 years ago or so, probably this week or next week or the week after that we specifically met. Like what are the big mistakes you see newer Amazon sellers making, or that you made when you were getting going?
Going too deep on something when not knowing the product. Sometimes it's not understanding what you have in front of you. But like a lot of times, if you don't know what you have and you realize it, it's a great learning lesson for the future. Just not going deep on any products early on. Just keeping it light, FBMing, just learning as quick as possible, so when you do get more to scale, you don't have to make the same mistakes.
Yeah, I like that. So basically, especially right now, man, people are watching this most likely in September, October, right? Building a baseline, testing wide, reducing risk, large build, getting product to market quick, retail arbitrage for higher profit margin, which I know you did a lot of when you were early on. I did a lot of that when I was getting going as well, right? And then over time, you can build something pretty great if you, really work super hard with it as well. So another thing I've seen you do a great job of that I think I attribute a lot of my success, to it as well, was getting the community, meeting other people that are selling on Amazon, right? So talk about what that looks like, and honestly, just like how fun it is kind of just being in like our friend group of other sellers pretty much that we've like kind of met, honestly, the past couple of years,
I mean, first off, like if I stop selling tomorrow, my friends still be my friends. Like it doesn't matter. Like right out,
but you met them through. That's the exact thing though, and they live in different states and everything too.
Some people like I've met. It took me a long time to meet them, but I've worked with them forever. But like literally just post your journey, on Instagram, whatever you like, Instagram, Twitter, and just so people can hear your story, and then people want to reach out, or you reach out to them. Better yet, I mean, hey, do you want to hop on a Zoom call? Let's chop it up. Let's source together. Like just try to become friends with people, and just like, because like at the end of the day, so many people are so scared. Oh my gosh, what if they say no? I always say, it's like asking a girl, hey, you want to go on a date? Like she says no, whatever. Don't be worried about if a seller says no. Just send the DMs. Like, hey, do you want to hop on a Zoom call?
And it's a super, I didn't mean to interrupt you there, but it's like a super awkward thing too, where it's like, okay, you're going to meet random people on the internet, but bro, that's the world today with making money online and everything too, is like, the world is community. It's always been like that, but now you can access that digitally for no money, right? And literally like our friend group, like Peter's in Wisconsin, you're in Pennsylvania. Now you live in Delaware, right? I live in Florida, but I'm from Pennsylvania, where fairly similar to where we were located and everything too. But we didn't know each other in the past. We met through selling on Amazon, and now this is the third time you're staying with me. Like, exactly. Like we probably met each other in person less than like 20 times. It's probably right around, probably somewhere between like 10 and 15. I remember you came to the warehouse, the first time 2 years ago, too, which was pretty cool. As well too. So what would you say was like the moment when you're really like, holy crap, like this totally works? Was it like one specific item, one specific opportunity, or loop as we like to call? Like what was that big aha moment?
My first time was like with Bucks, just not having to fill the back end, like having like a couple hours a day when you pack media packages. When I moved to Amazon, I realized, holy crap, I can send this. I can just get front load all my inventory, get it in. And I'm a front loaded person. I like doing this stuff at the front, not as much as the back end. So, but with Amazon, everything's front loaded. I could just keep pushing. And like, well, I got the boys involved.
That made it really fun too. And so you had what was your first Q4? Like 15K profit in the second?
15K profit, 75K rep.
Yeah, exactly. And then last year was, probably a couple.
Yeah, I think it's 400,000 we did in December.
Yeah.
And this year, I'm hoping for $2.1 million.
Which is obviously a massive scale up.
And that's the goal. Yeah. Realistically, I'll be happy with 1.7 million.
Yeah. And that's like ridiculous levels of numbers where like that is like not common at all. Yeah, this is what like putting everything into it, like moving to a new state from the no sales tax, right? Like starting your own prep center, but also having full-time staff helping you fulfill orders as a result of that too, and everything. But it also shows you what is possible with this stuff. Like you said, you were at the Amazon conference in Seattle with like people doing crazy numbers.
Yeah, some people doing over $100 million a year.
Yeah,
I just walk up and say, hey, how you doing? What do you do? Like we're just chatting up. Oh, I did 50 million, 80 million, 100 million, a couple $100 million. Like there are people at scale. The CEO of a company that does $1.9 billion a year.
Sounds probably pattern.
Yeah, Jack.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Like the people that are at scale, I'm like, holy crap.
But the interesting, that's like a whole nother business model with an Amazon, typically wholesale or private label. But you and me, like we've transcended what a lot of people think is realistic with online arbitrage specifically too. Right, and the interesting thing with online arbitrage is what a lot of people run into is like constraints of getting enough product because retailers are order canceling and everything and such. So most likely to continue beyond where you're at, you're probably gonna have to mix in some wholesale and private label as well. We were talking about it a little bit. Like, what kind of attracts you to those business models too, in terms of something you potentially might want to go at?
I mean, there's an exit at the end of their private label, and then like my eyes been open depending on where you're at. Like Amazon, somebody who's never done business before, your eyes would be open to Amazon. That's how mine was years ago. And like you can see there's different levels to the game, and like you just want to keep going up to step.
You just got to work on it every day. It's like it's so much more work than you think it is, but it's also a lot more simple than you think it is too, right? And then like if you keep going down the path, one, there's less and less competition the further you go, and you start to learn all these little intricacies. Here's how this website gets good. Here's how this website gets good. Someone DMs you on Instagram and they become a fun connection that you work with on this stuff. And that's like, the whole name of the game in like the modern internet money economy. The way the world's always worked is who you know, right? And that's the same thing with these days today. And it's just significantly like a lot more fun, a lot easier when you have good people that you're doing it with too. Quick interruption to the video with Steven. If you guys are looking for personalized one-on-one help scaling up your Amazon business this Q4, now's the perfect time to apply for my coaching program with the link in the description. If you want personalized one-on-one access to me, all my coupons, tips, tricks, and strategies, be able to come to 3 group coaching calls per week, as well as get one-on-one with me and live source together on Zoom. Take a look at that at the link in the description. Back to the video with Steven.
Yeah. 100%. Like all the people like I talk to on a regular basis, like are some of my closest friends. It's some of my best friends.
It's everyone. For me, it's like it's all people. Like
they want something more in their life than your high school friends. A lot of them, they're happy to work a 9 to 5. Great for them, not for me. Like,
and you can. It's easy to feel lonely when you live in a small town. Like we're from separate small towns. But the cool thing is you're not limited to that anymore with the internet too. As well, I'm so excited to talk about this stuff too because you're such a good example. That's why I keep interrupting. I said it as good too, man, and everything. But on like the Q4 side of things too. So what are you doing specifically to prepare? Because I mean, it's probably what we're going to title this video too. So as we're filming this, right? So it is, I think it's September 22nd.
Yeah.
Right. So things get really good like November 15th, November 20th. But if you want to sell stuff at the peak FBA, you got to be sending that stuff in now.
Yeah, you're going to want to start sending now, depending on your capital. Yeah. If capital's tight, I mean, you're sending FBA right now, do your stuff.
Quick flip.
Don't hold.
Quick flip.
Don't be in the game of buying over. Like,
don't get cute.
If you know that's what you should be doing, like you've been in the game, you did it last Q4, you kind of the thing. In general, because right now the FCs are backed up, it's taking about 6 weeks for my stuff to settle. You're not like, I've talked to a ton of massive sellers and they're getting their stuff now, but realistically the best thing to do would be merge to fulfill all of your Black Friday stuff. That's the best way to do it. Send it to your house, list it the day before it comes in, and then you're selling it like as it comes in.
Yeah, because right now, right, the play, in my opinion, right, just in terms like industry ride way, is FBAing stuff that's quick flip, or if you have experience, right, which, you know, not everyone watching this video does, is going to be sending in stuff to sell at the peak of Q4. However, that's risky because people are going to buy that stuff cheaper during Black Friday, but the key is that on some items, there's an arbitrage selling at higher FBA. For most people, though, in my opinion, which is what I've always done during Q4, which you've always done when you're going during Q4 as well, is quick merch flips as long as you can see other people merch filling that thing, right? And that gives you a lot of benefits because you can get the item listed quicker. You don't got to worry about checking times, right? And you can restock it quicker, and all the money during Q4 is made in the restocks. It's getting in a rhythm. It's going out and taking the time to do order pickups. It's going out and taking the time to do retail arbitrage to get product on the market quicker because it's a compressed time frame with exaggerated more and more opportunity to go ahead and take a look at. So you got to make sure you're taking advantage of that stuff too. And as well, another thing you did a lot in the beginning was RA as well. So you're obviously doing mainly OA these days, but especially on the Q4 side of things, talk about the big benefits of RA, specifically in some of those relationships you built.
Our RA operation will really start picking up during Q4 because if I see something I really want, there's some place I have actually coupon for in story.
Like, yeah, it's off knowing the employees well.
I got literally the employees put me on the stuff. But like you're going to want to do RA if you pick it up the same day and list it, you can sell through it. Holy crap! I went to only one store. I just sold 20 of it within a day.
But there's
now it's on all the stores and order online, so it's coming to your house. So as the stuff like you picked up is selling through the other stuff you order for the website coming into the house too.
Yep. And just in general, man, like I've also seen like you do like tons of creative stuff, getting to know employees well, and just other, you know, ways of like combining discount codes and gift cards and when stuff's on sale and learning the sales cycles and being diligent, hitting up employees to figure out when sales are happening, hitting out customer service to see when sales are happening. And that's what it takes to really, really be successful with this stuff, is that most people that get into it, a lot of people, they expect full-time income with side hustle effort. And the only time you're going to get great side hustle income or great full-time income is putting in full-time effort to it. So you got to deal with what you got, your available time, and really, really go hard at this stuff.
Yeah,
and everything.
And like a great thing to keep a 9 to 5 as your scale. So you can scale the business fast.
A ton of people do that. Our friend Nick, Paolo as well. Josh did for a while. Peter still, and everything. So that's a beautiful thing, man. So I'm super proud of everything you got going on too. So where can people find you on socials and the Prep Center on social?
They can find Steven at StephenDoesBusiness. Instagram, Twitter, pretty much everywhere. BigCatDist on Instagram.
Yep. Cool. A website for the prep side too, or is that coming soon?
Big Cat Distribution.
Gotcha.
You can find it online.
Gotcha. Cool. Sweet. Sounds good. So yeah, appreciate y'all tapping in. Super proud of this guy. Third video we've done. The business keeps growing all the time. You can scroll back on the channel for the old ones. If you guys want formal help, take a look at those links in the description and follow us on socials. And we'll see you guys in the next one. Be great. See y'all soon.